Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and today, before I forget to tell you guys, have a wonderful, happy, safe New Year's Eve and a wonderful New Year's Day. And hopefully we are all blessed with sanity in the coming year. Maybe some of the insanity could stop, and that would be great. So I wish you guys all the best, and I thank all of you for just everything you do for me. So thank you, thank you. Okay, so this is from Allie, the Cockney Crafter, and I will link her YouTube channel below and her shop. This new kit of hers is called Mademoiselle, and she gives you a little extra sheet and says Merry Christmas and Happy New Year with love from Allie, the Cockney Crafter. So super duper sweet. Some cute little tags, and you can make this a pocket or a journaling card. So that's super fun. I think I counted 24 pages, I believe. There's 4 pages of ephemera. And so this is one of them, some nice postcards and tags. And like I said, I'll link her shop. This one's very pretty, Allie. Very like Victorian. It's very pretty. And I'll be making a journal using this for my design team project for her as soon as I'm done with my calendar journal that I just started. So very pretty, kind of purpley colors, and like this is a little more pinky. This sheet, the Eiffel Tower. And I forgot to do the shrink to fit thing because I always forget about the size difference from the UK to the United States. So, you know, she won't be quite as close to the edge of the page if you print it right, unlike me. It's very pretty. Music and flowers. So yeah, I think I counted 24 pages in this one. So run on over and check out Allie, and she's the Cockney Craft Shop on Etsy, but I'll link it below so that you guys can get to it a little easier, because as we all know, Etsy's search engine is ridiculous. Very pretty. Nice Victorian ladies there. Tower. More music. Nice border. These remind me just a little bit of some of Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah's digis. So like I think some of hers, if you wanted to mix digis and you already had some of Tina's or whatever, they might look pretty together. The colors, this purpley pink color. I think it would look kind of cool with some black lace. It's got that French feel about it. So it's very pretty, very, very pretty. Very girly. All right, so that is that. So you'll definitely go check out Allie. She's a sweetheart. Love her. All right, so I started on this journal, like I said. I'm going to show you guys kind of how I decided to do it. So I want to use this packaging from Amazon because it's like really got that crinkly thing going on. So I'm going to cover it. Obviously it's not going to stay like this, but I think it'll be kind of a fun cover for a journal. And then the inside, I put this little pocket here, and this is from Authentique, I think it's called. I don't know. Like I said, I'm always behind the times on all these things. But I got this calendar set, and I was going to do a whole calendar with it, but some of my pages were duplicated in here, and some of them were missing. So like I don't even have the November calendar, which is really irritating. And I tried to get a hold of them, but I can't. I've emailed and stuff, and nobody's contacted me back, so I'm kind of bummed about that. So just be careful if you get it to make sure that you have, you know, all the pages and images and things. Unfortunately, I had started cutting it up before I realized I didn't have November, and I'm missing some other pages too, like this and this. So yeah, before I realized I had cut it up, or I would have taken it back because I got it at Hobby Lobby, but I don't think they're going to take it back all chopped up. So anyway, I used this little image comes from that kit, and I just turned it into a pocket and put it on that front page. And then as you can see, I have my note page, a doily. This is a little pocket I made using my punch board, you know, to go here with all that iciness, and that's kind of that icy paper I made, and then the January. And so I cut my extra pages shorter because I wanted it to feel like this is all part of the same thing. You don't have to do that. That's just the way I chose to do it. And then I moved to February, and I put a piece of avocado dyed paper, and so it just goes like that. And then that's coffee dye. This is some green dyed paper I got in Happy Mail. So yeah, that's how I chose to do it, but you could definitely, you could put more pages, you can leave them normal size, you don't have to cut them down. It just, to me, that helped make it feel like it's all part of the same thing. And the only thing you have to think about is, like, whichever page you go through both sides with, remember it's going to be on the other page calendars as well, so you might want to see that it goes with it, if you know what I mean. So anyways, I think I did okay with that. And the really good part was this pink came out on December. It looks a little red, so perfect. All right, so that's just an idea of how you could do this. I wanted to add this before I lose it. I almost lost it. My sister made these for me, and they're little embroidered like snowflake on there, and she stitched on some sequins, and it's just fabric, you know, a little fabric cluster. So I'm going to put that right there. Some tacky glue. So I hope you guys are having a good day, staying warm, and we had snow this morning, but it's already almost melted off because the sun came out. Hallelujah. I mean, I do love that frost that we've had. We've had some really crazy frost, but yeah, I really enjoy the sun more. Oh my goodness, this one's not gonna do it. I think I have the thickest tacky glue on the planet, and once it gets cold, just forget it. You cannot get it out. But I love it. It's one of my favorite glues because it works well on fabric. And I know everybody likes fabric tack, but I don't. I just don't like it on my fingers. It's nothing to do with the glue itself. I just can't stand it to touch my skin. And then, you know, go like that. Ugh. So anyway, all right. And then I had a little, oh yeah, this guy. I wanted to turn that into an altered paper clip. So we'll do that eventually. But today I wanted to do another pocket because I kind of came up with another one of those flip pockets. So I thought I would show you guys what I came up with. So the first thing I'm going to do, because this is a combined pages out of a book, words, I'm telling you, and it's about 12 inches long, so you could use a piece of scrapbook paper and it would work just fine. And it's about, I gotta go with the one here, just a little bit, that can't be right, it's about 8 1/4 high. So yeah, so you can use, you know, whatever you want. You can, if you have two book pages that are connected, oopsie, not connected anymore, but connected together, you can do it. Or you can just take two book pages and set them down. I'm going to put this on anyway because, as you see, that section in the center there is just really you know, pulls apart really easy. It's very fragile. That's the word, fragile. Sorry, I was thinking I needed a glue book. So my brain wouldn't work to talk. All right, so I'm just taking a piece of coffee dye paper and putting it down. And you can use whatever paper. It doesn't have to be anything fancy because a lot of it's going to get covered up, but it's just going to strengthen that fold there because I don't want it to just tear apart after we get our pockets all done. That would be a big bummer. So, yeah, I know it's going to be probably a pretty quiet New Year. But like I said, just praying that somewhere on the other side of this we can all be done with this craziness. Okay. And it doesn't have to be perfect at all because, like I said, that's just strengthening that point. So then what I'm going to do is take this side and come to the center. And then I'm going to take the other side and come to the center. And then I have to unfold it to try to get this to fold in the center again because it's not wanting to. It's still a little wet. If you wait for your glue to dry, you'll have a little bit easier time. It just doesn't like to cooperate when it's wet still. Okay, so now we have that, which is all this is, literally. So you're going to stitch around here, and I'll show you one that I have done. So I have it going this way, but it can also go that you can fold it whichever direction that you want to fold it. And so this back part is a pocket, which you saw because I folded the sheet over and I put the little notch there. And then this is a pocket. Oh, I can't get it in there right now. But anyway, you're gonna, you know, hook it on the edge of your page like this, and then you'll have two tags, one there and one there. And then there's writing space. So yeah, it's the same, that same concept that we've been doing over and over and over again. I just keep thinking of different ways to do it. So yeah, I'm just gonna trim these a little bit because they're kind of sticking out all over, and I do love stuff like that, but I just want it to trim a little bit. So I thought we could decorate this sort of in a Valentine's way to go with that. I'll put it in my journal, the calendar journal. So I think I want this one to go this way. Or do I want it to go that way? No, I think I'm going to do it this way. Okay, so I need to cover this, and I have taken this, these cute little cherubs, and that image I believe I got off of Graphics Fairy. I have the premium membership, so I don't know if you can get it on just regular membership or what, but anyway, that's where I got it. Let me see what size this is. Okay, so it's about 2 3/4 would be good by 8 1/4. That way it'll just be a tiny bit short. Oh, I don't even think it's as long, so that part doesn't matter. So we're going to start by kind of cutting all the way to the tip of that little guy's wing. Okay. And then this way at 2 3/4. Oh wow, is it gonna, oh, when I held it up to the light, it didn't look like, I'm gonna have to trim off some on this other side. So let me just get kind of the edge of that envelope cut off. I like held it up to the light with that to see, but I guess I didn't think that through very well. And then we're going to have to trim more off of this side because I don't want to cut off his little letter. That's like the whole point of what they're both looking at. So we don't want to lose that. And we know he has wings, right? Yikes. I don't love doing that, but I think that worked. That's the only thing is I love long skinny pockets, but sometimes they can be hard to cover because you know, it's hard to find images that are just long and skinny. Okay, I need a little drink of my Pepsi there. And I think what I'll do is cover it, maybe I'll just cover it entirely underneath with that, just so that wherever you see it, it looks finished. So I'm going to start by tearing off the side. Finally figured out how to have my computer have a timer on it that I could see. So we're going trying to get it straight as I can, because you know me, I'm notorious for tearing it crooked. And this is from my old Love Notes digi, that pink lace, and it's used in this digi as well, the calendar one. I think we used that in there. It's hard to remember because we did it a few different versions, trying to figure out how to like format it and stuff like that. It was a bit tricky. Seems so easy. It's like, oh, just make a calendar and make the pages, you know, in the right order. And let's just say it wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. It was a bit of a struggle. My son was ready to choke me out, I think. He's very good, though. He was patient, and he tried to figure it out, too, and he got a little frustrated a few times. He's like, this shouldn't be this hard. It's like, I know. Tell me. But I like it. I like the way it came out. It came out good, I think. It's always interesting trying to get the ideas in your head onto paper or whatever, the real version. Okay, so we got that. I probably should have torn these edges, but I just really wanted it to fit like a certain way, so I think it'll be okay. I might just rough it just a tiny bit. So this is one way, you know, if you don't want to tear, but you kind of want it to look a little bit roughed up. And I think I printed this quite a bit bigger than it is on Graphics Fairy. I'm not sure, because I printed this one out when I made the old Love Notes digi, and that was last year. So it's hard for me to remember exactly what I did. I thought I was going to use it in there, and then I need to go through all my files and just start using up some of the stuff that like I used to either make the digis or whatever, because I've got this whole file box full of paper, basically, that just sits there for no reason. So now I'm trying to, instead of printing out more pages when I need something specific like this, I am going to my box and seeing if I can find something that's already printed out. It's a little ridiculous at this point. Try to get it sort of centered. This way a little more. No, it's too far that way. Well, that's what's staying. Okay. So yeah, I think that's a fun pocket and very easy. And you could do it out of just of any kind of book page or just a piece of paper. It doesn't have to be book page. It's just I have these and they're together, so I just was playing with them yesterday and decided to have it do that. Okay, so then we need 2 places to write, and I might do more to the front, I just don't know yet. I need to grab some like coffee dyed or something. Let's get all my old junky paper over there. Well, it's not junky, it's just old scraps and whatnot. Alright, so this is going to be interesting because this is so long. One thing that's easy to use up those scraps from Ledger I tend to use that pretty frequently. It's an easy one. Oh, and I want to thank you guys for all your nice wishes for my son's lip. He's doing good. It's already healing up quite a bit. Just one of those odd things in life. Okay, that's too short. Bummer. This one's quite a bit longer than the one I made yesterday. Okay, I need to tear off that I know. Because it's very annoying. When it curls. Oh, come on. Luckily, this one's ripped already on the other side. It's good skinny as it goes down. Okay, so they're roughly the same size. It's the only thing with ripping. Now, if you wanted to cut them, you know, you could get them exactly the size you want them. I really like this vintage photo distress oxide. I know some people said that they didn't like it because it had a green look, I think, but I'm not having that problem, so I'm not sure maybe if there was a messed up batch, or maybe I'm just not seeing the green. I don't know. But mine's a nice brown color, and you hardly have to touch the ink dauber to it at all. It just comes right off. I just kind of like it. It's sort of a chalky consistency, or at least that's the way I see it. But yeah, I can see how if it read green to you or something, then that wouldn't be great at all. For whatever reason, mine's nice and brown, rich brown color. And I have some coming too. I ordered some from Holtz.com, somebody said. I think that's where it was. And so I ordered that. It hasn't got here yet, but some just regular distress ink. So I'll be all set. I'll have lots of choices then. I still can't believe I put that black ink on there. It's those stupid things you do that you're like, really? What in the world am I doing? I did that yesterday too. Tore the edge of it. Can't really see very well here. Okay, let's open that. There we go. Now I can see it. That helps a lot. Alright, and as you can see, those are not perfect. I don't know how I got this one so much longer. If I can. Probably not going to be able to tear it off at all now because it's pretty stuck. That's the one thing with the old paper. Once you stick it down, it's kind of, that's where it's at, because now it's tearing the book. I'm just going to leave it. It's fine. I'm going to put a stitch through there anyway, so it probably won't really be noticeable. Okay, we're going to cover all this. And then we're going to use our little thumb notcher that I got from Robin. Thank you, Robin. I played with that last night for quite a while. I made all these Tim Holtz pockets, sort of the same idea that we were, you know, doing before, but that's that thumb notcher. And this one I just didn't, you know, go quite as far down. That one I didn't ink yet, but yeah, so just some fun little pockets to have. I am going to glue this a little just because I don't want it to kind of, you know, be a bother. So with this, I just look here. Sorry, I always forget to turn that off. And even when I do, sometimes it's annoying. But anyway, I want to just notch these. I'm going to notch these ones just on this side instead of going all the way through on the last one. I think the last one I forgot to notch it until after I stitched it. So it was like, oh, I guess we're going to have these like this all the way through. But since I remember this time, that'll make putting the tags on a little easier. I've noticed when you notch both sides, sometimes it can be hard, especially with long pockets, to get the tags put in. So I'm just gluing these for now so that they're stuck down. But yeah, I hope you guys like this pocket. Another version. It's funny how once you get one idea for certain things, other things it's like you can only ever come up with that one thing, but other ones you just keep getting more and more. But I suppose if you played with them long enough, you'd come up with lots and lots of stuff. I think I'm shedding or something. I keep finding hairs. Okay, so there we have 2 pockets, and that's our opening. I think I want something more on that. It's kind of plain and boring at the moment. Okay, out my mess of Valentine's junk. This is the only thing once you put it all away for the year, and after you've used it, sometimes it's just a big old hot mess. I could do like first class mail or something would be cute since there's the little letter. Let's see what else we got in here that would work. I don't know if I have a whole lot of anything else. Got my vinegar valentines. Those are cuckoo. That's just some polka dot. That kind of is cute up there. I'll put a strip of that. That's just some off of my old bug nuts. I'm not finding a whole lot else in there that I want to use. Let's see. Some music might work. Music always makes everything look better for some reason. I don't want it quite so big. Like that. Something like that would work. Just to give it a little more decoration there. Okay, let's see, how long do we want this? I'm just going to do it as long as the picture is. I was thinking in the front of that, once I cover it with, I don't know, fabric or whatever I decide, or paper. That's the other thing I was going to ask you guys, is what you thought might work better on that Amazon packaging, fabric or paper. So just let me know what you think. I'm just always curious, because sometimes I look at it and I'm like, oh, both could work, but I don't know which one I would like better. I don't know if you've all seen those yet, those newer, like biodegradable, I think they are, packages. They're kind of cool. But they just have that really crinkly, and they're a little bit puffy. So I think they're fun. I have more of this. This piece probably isn't long enough. It'd be cute to put some of that down across the bottom. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Sorry. Oh, I do have this one. This one work? I'm gonna end up covering up that lace down there. Oh well. Yeah, I kind of like that one. That one would work. We're gonna have to go dig for the other one at the moment. Oh, I need to show you guys that box that my sister got me. I brought it upstairs finally. I really like it. It's just so cool. She put all those cool things in it, like that embroidered snowflake little cluster thing. It would have been cool to use one of the things she put in there. I forgot. I was going to do that. I don't think one will fit now. I need to stitch them. A few of them started to come apart, and it was just because she used an older, it's kind of like seam binding that's iron-on. I don't really know, because you know me and sewing, but anyway, they're really cool, and she ironed them on, but I think it's just because they're old. They're like vintage ones. Some of them came a little bit undone. I can't tell what's the front and the back of that, so I guess we're just going to go with that. There's that. We can put it in our book, and then I'll show you that box that she got me, if I can fit it on my desk. I'm not sure. It's kind of big, especially once it unfolds. Okay, I think I want it on this side, because I'm going to put that little guy on the other side. So it'll be like this. Oh, I don't want to put it in here yet, huh? I want to stitch it first. So yeah, let's wait on that. Put a little ink on the inside of these. Okay, so I'm going to stitch around that first. And you could also hook it on here and leave like this open, so you could have another little tuck spot there. I just have to get that ink everywhere. But yeah, then you'd have like another little side pocket, so that would be cool too. And I also thought when you make these, instead of having open at the top, you could have them open on the side as well. You know, have one here and one there. So that's another variation on that. So yeah. So let me show you that box. I'm going to stitch that before I put it on there. I'm not sure if it's going to fit on here, because see, it's like right up in your face. I'm going to raise this. Try slowly. So hopefully it doesn't make anybody. Whoop. Okay, you can see all my mess, but I'm surrounded by all my stuff, so I can just grab it. So it unlocks like this, and you can't see the whole thing, but you'll get the idea. And then it goes like this, and then the drawers fold out. They're more like shelves in a way, like that. So it goes way out. I'm going to just move you guys a little. It goes way out over like here. So is that not cool? So she put all kinds of little cool goodies in here too. I need to use this. That's a dye. And then there's a whole bag of fabric scraps. And she used some of them to make the, and you know, cool old vintage sewing patterns. I'm trying not to move it really fast so that it doesn't, but all these hem facing, I think that's what you call it, and then iron-on hem tape. That's what she used. And look at this lace. So cool. And she made all these little clusters, like with a poinsettia stitched on there. I love that. And these ones have like little branches with the French knots. So they're fabric clusters. So that's an idea. I mean, you know, you may have seen other people do this, but the thread and everything, and then she did all the embroidery on the fabric. And this one just stitches. Isn't that cool? And these are like little flowers. Ooh, I don't know if you guys can see because of the light, the way the light's shining on it. There's like little flowers there. And then that one has like little French knots and vines. Another little flowers. There's all kinds of those. And then she did her cool little crochet flowers and little tiny doilies. Look at this one. That's so cool. And snowflakes. And then there's like little bead blingy stuff. So these were what I was talking about. She did all the embroidery on there. So some of them are staying together fine, but there's one, and it's, this one's cool with the embroidery. So she did embroidery all the way down that. Isn't that cool? She's much better at that type of stuff than I am. This is the one that it's wanting to come apart. So I think I'm just going to kind of do just a real simple straight stitch down it just to hold it together because it's wanting to come off that fabric. So I'm going to lay that one like that. And there's another kind of blue icy looking one and a snowflake for a more Christmas look. Yeah, so she put some doilies and fun goodies in there. But isn't that the coolest box? And I'm sorry that you can't totally see it, but it's real cool. So that was an amazing gift from my sister for Christmas. Lots of work that she put into that. So thank you, Megan, because it is amazing. I love it. All right, so I'm going to let you guys go there. I hope you have, like I said, a very safe, healthy, happy New Year. And like I said, hopefully we all can have a better New Year. Yeah, so let me know what you think on this. If you think, I'm thinking if I do fabric, I will do some stitching, you know, because I want it. I always stitch fabric, just because sticking onto this with just glue, I think wouldn't work. And then the other option is to like collage all over it. And I just can't decide. I think regardless, you're still going to have the crinkly. It might go a little bit away if you collage everything, but see, it's this kind of envelopes. The whole inside's the crinkly paper too. And I thought about leaving these as pockets. I'm just not sure how I would do that, especially if I use fabric, because there would be stitching. And I don't think I could just go around those sides like that and leave this open because you'd have the fabric loose, because I don't think it would stick really great to this. I don't know. Just let me know what you guys think. So I will let you go there. Oh, I guess I could kind of put my camera back a little bit, huh? Totally straightened out. Sorry, that was probably blut. But anyway, so I will let you go, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye now.